My friends, I have another dating video for you, so let's get to it. This guy says, my girlfriend and I live thousands of miles apart. She lives in the Philippines while I'm in Toronto. We met on, and he names a dating website that someone recommended to him. He says, she's really great, a pretty woman with a smart mind. What I admire about her most is her family values. I can tell she's someone that puts a heavy emphasis on fidelity. I can't help myself from getting worried where our relationship would go. I'm staying here in Toronto with a stable job and a house of my own. She's there in the Philippines with a job and property of her own as well. It's going to be hard for either of us to up and leave our town. We both want to make the relationship work, but I feel like it's getting harder. I'm not really into long-distance relationships, but I can make an exception for her. Is there a big chance of our relationship actually working? Well, my friend, you have two options. The first option is for you to actually move to the Philippines, and you can do that. In fact, I even wrote a book that's a guide to make that transition of moving to the Philippines as easy as possible. And even if you're not going to move to the Philippines, I think you'll find some things in it that will really help you out. However, you, my friend, you're in a very unique position in life because you have something that most people don't seem to have these days, and that's job stability. Job stability is pretty much a thing of the past, and if you're confident that you have a stable job and you even have a house, you would be a total fool to try to move to the Philippines. Especially something like this, that the relationship is not really for sure, it's still kind of iffy. You don't want to alter your life and give up everything that you've worked so hard for when it seems that that situation's going very smooth for you. Now, since moving to the Philippines is not a good option for you, that leaves you with only one other option, and that's for her to move from the Philippines to Canada. And she herself is in a very unique position because she claims that she owns property. Now, keep in mind, a lot of women will lie about that kind of thing. I'm not saying your girlfriend is, and I see no reason to believe she's lying to you, but a lot of women will say they make more money than they make, or they own property when talking to guys online. But assuming that's true, she can actually probably apply and get a tourist visa. Now, I'm more familiar with the visa situation for the United States than I am for your country, but your country will have a website that talks about getting visas, and if she has property in her name, there's a good chance that she would be approved for a tourist visa so she can come over, spend time with you, and you guys can see where you want to go from there. That will give you time to kind of figure things out. Now, even if she can't get a tourist visa for some reason, she can still do what most Filipino women do when they want to go to another country, and that's get a fiancé visa. Now, with those, you have to get married within a certain amount of time, or she has to go back, but that will still give you time to spend together and kind of figure things out a little bit better to see if it's something that has a long-term future with. But if you don't get married within that certain period of time, well, she has to go back. Now, if she has a good job that she doesn't want to give up, and she has family in her country in the Philippines that she doesn't want to leave, and she doesn't want to move to Canada, there's only one thing left to do, and that is just forget about her. Just tell her, hey, it's been nice getting to know you, but this isn't going to work out. I'm looking for something a little bit different. And you can pursue other women. You can pursue other women online if you choose to, but you told me that you live in Toronto, which is a really major city, dude. And don't forget about meeting women the old-fashioned way, in person. There should be a lot of single women in your area. So there you go, pretty simple solution. Well, we have lots of other videos on this channel for you to enjoy until I come back with something new in a couple days. Until next time, my friends, enjoy all the other videos on this channel.